Who are you and what do you do?
Hi, everyone. My name is Katie Vahle. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer for a company called Carevoyance. We are a relatively new company, just been around for a few years. We work with medical device companies, specifically their sales teams, to help them use data to either drive more efficient sales conversations or to be better targeting the doctors and hospitals that best match their
I'm
technology.
intrigued and just listening. What kind of data? Where do you get it? How do I use it? Tell me a story.
Well, we were founded by two nerds, two data scientists who were working at a med device company and kept getting pinged by their sales team. Help me find these radiologists. Help me find, these types of hospital execs. And so they started mining the universe of healthcare data and came up with 70 to 80 sources of data that they thought were relevant and helpful to salespeople. We draw a lot from Medicare claims data and quality data, but we're also buying and mining all sorts of other data to try and give a really holistic approach on what's going on in any given market, right? Healthcare is still local. So it's really hard to have a conversation with an HCA hospital in Texas versus a rural, community hospital in the middle of Nebraska. So we create tools and processes to take that data and make it hyper-personalized for your prospect or for your prospective buyer.
Is your typical user the salesperson or the marketing team preparing collateral?
A little bit of both, more towards the former. We find that oftentimes, especially in bigger companies, those insights and data and analytics actually get stuck in marketing. They get stuck in the inbox, they get stuck in Excel. And so we have found tools and processes and methodologies to bring it to the level and vernacular of a salesperson so they can actually use it and it's actually where it is when they need it.
So if we engage you, am I effectively renting your data, or can I download it, keep it, and put it in my Salesforce system and know everything about that client forever and ever?
Great question, because there's a lot of data kind of proprietary that's mine. You can't keep it. Our approach is not that. So while we're a subscription service and a software as a service provider, you can download data to your heart's content, put it in whatever CRM you want, and it's yours forever, even if we don't do business the following year. The thing about data is it's just constantly changing. So while you may have downloaded something a year ago, chances are the doctor moved around or the market share changed in that local market or, a new competitive entrant came into the market. So we see value in making sure that you have access to the most recent and refreshed data sets.
There are other data providers that help salespeople do similar tasks. How are you different? Why should we choose you?
Great question. I think where we found the best differentiation and the best value prop is, as you all know, the buyers in healthcare have changed dramatically over the last 5 years. You're not just going in with your clinical profile and your safety profile. You have to talk financials and impact with these hospital buyers and these value-based committees. And so our differentiation is we've analyzed the data in such a way that you can go into that hospital and talk about their case loss, talk about their patient leakage, talk about their market share. And so it's that hyper-personalized financial lens that we put on the data that we haven't seen elsewhere in the market, and our sales execs that use us say that it helps differentiate them in their conversations.
You may not be able to answer this last question, but are you able in any way to compare kind of before and after case studies where people who didn't have the benefit of your database, your knowledge, your counseling before saw this kind of result, and then on Carevoyance, they...
Woohoo, supercharged.
Yeah.
So actually an ROI on using data and analytics, it's like the holy grail, right? Because what we do is we do year over year trends. And so we can see if we're contributing to an uplift in sales or a change in that device or that service line that the service line that technology is impacting. So we're definitely able to measure that and attribute, I think, some additional insights and analytics that they were flying blind on before.
Thank you, Katie, for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.